Rebel,
Renegade Momo,
Yeti Crew, TP, Dicky, Mini Split, Jimmy Wongel.
it's how we get up, stand up.
Unite and fight as one. They took our land, language, religion. They rose our frontier work on my people holding banners. Tell the Chinese government they haven't won. We're in the heat of battle, but we won't leave the field until we're done. It's time we get up, stand up, unite and fight as one.
We've been saying, free Tibet is what we've been praying. Free Tibet is what we've been saying now.
But we've been praying day in and day in. Meditation, smoke's relating. Subconscious thoughts disintegrating into the fleshy region of the cerebellum. Ignorant of the present day circumstances. Use my voice to tell them. Fill them up like gas with new energy. Vibrant and alive, they become a different entity. Several epiphanies they have at the same time. Study the arts, but I ain't deep like pop. Nor do I have any big rhymes. Verbs and metaphors for the youth to excite like sex tapes. But I think that's too hardcore. Going to die, why should I give a damn for it? Whoever wins will be going to DC with their own agenda in mind. Self-interest of people, how I've said human beings are born in a state of war. Poverty is a disease that'll continue to make more people forever poor. Animal cruelty, neglecting nature's fellow creatures. Hear their cries, gradually being cut off by slaughterhouses as the density becomes weaker. All this is happening at the same time. What a coincidence, Shangri-La still occupied. 58 years ago, the land of peace fell to communist hands. How time flies, when we want to turn over the hourglass, reverse the pivotal moments of the past. Tibet is not part of China, same questions they ask. We stand one with the other, and this is what we demand. This is what we demand.
Free Tibet is what we've been saying. Free Tibet is what we've been praying. Free Tibet is what we've been saying. Free Tibet is what we've been praying now.
Yeah. Give it up for Renegade Momo. Yeah. Mic check. Testing. Just stop dropping the fishes now. Thank you. It's a real practices. Oops, to describe myself, I ran out of adjectives. I can't stop dropping ish, so I'll take this whole box of laxatives. My rhymes are shady, cause I was copying Eminem sentences. Don't you wanna be just like M? A dope rapper, the real Slim Shady in all of us. So I bleach my hair, I know Tentic Mathers. Book me for live shows, talk to my brother cause he's my manager. Girls can get close, my little choker always has plenty of stamina. Amateur, playing live shows at the Apollo. I'm trying to find a girl who cooks and cleans and also has the body of a model. My motto, be confident minorities. All of a sudden, there's a rapid fire camera angle like the shadow scene from Psycho. You're a star, but you're getting rid of all the fat like you went for a lipo. I stole his love and did the moonwalk on earth like I was Michael. Lyrical ammo, we get a different pen like the last song. I keep on trying, hoping for independence and speaking Tibetan. Accusations and condemnations. Save the energy when we protest outside the United Nations. See the Tibetan flag waving outside. I stand in front of it and sing the national anthem. Conglomerates hold my assets ransom. Perpetrating on planning, sticky kick me notes on the back of politicians. My thoughts are ransom. Perpetrating on planets, sticky kick me notes on the back of politicians. My thoughts are random, try to make a change this year. But all the problems in the world just want to make me shave my head like Britney Spears. Gimme, 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 gimme. More to the masses is what I'm demanding. So I finally keep what I own. The media hyping irrelevant news shown on the TV screen just got me feeling like the #1 fan. Leave Britney alone. Michael Vick killed my dogs. Call Caesar the Rock to whisper to the pet's corpse. Tapping in, that's pretty sick. Here, the dog tells Caesar that Michael Vick got pissed off because he didn't win a championship. He didn't win a championship, so an infant cussing, smoking and drinking, he's only 2 years old. Spinning around the sun, but Atlas is still holding the globe. I'm an individual, so I can never follow what I'm told. I lived 21 years on Earth when I'm stepping on my country. Let's see how the other 91 years go. Imagine living made a world without pollution, breath of fresh air, so our kids won't have to wear. Protect the mask in the future. Imagine presidents, prime ministers, and dictators came together and said violence is never a solution. Sign a weapons armistice, making the whole world a demilitarized zone. Could they become better rulers? Imagine human nature was a plague with self-interested beings. The state of war would cease to exist, bringing us back to a law of nature. Imagine materialism was a race, that we wouldn't always spend our money to acquire new things. And then technology, the iPhone, personal computers, LCD TVs, your animals are calling us simple creatures. No more family dinners, arguments with your neighbors, cause the person on TV revealed the latest fashion, but you don't have the money to cash in. Envious and upset that the person next door has it. You feel like your whole world's over, yet you don't know what an orphan in a third world country calls tragic. Status of clean water based on sponsored money, wells located a mile away, no shoes, open wounds on the feet. What's the meaning of living for today? Full of pain and misery, a childhood robbed, a death carried on by governments that still ignore the worst crime of the century, a conspiracy of a hierarchy, a superior being wouldn't want their people to suffer. Continue to question the existence of another, openly defy conventional accepted mode of thought. They look in the eyes of the children with barely enough sustenance to pass the day. You'll become shocked by the innocence behind their smile. They've been robbed of their past, but their future they can still see. We all feel pain, but they had it before the years, yet they still feel happy. I don't know if God exists, but imagine God made poverty an experience also shared by the wealthy. Homelessness in the Hamptons, mansions in the projects, an overpopulated earth will be a problem. We'll colonize the moon and send people there through hydro-powered rockets. If you guys know the song, sing along. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm there you go. The only one. I hope someday you join us, and the world will be one. Hey, the song's not yet. And I know. Imagine world religions never proclaimed their teachings to be the truth. Instead became a god on how one should lead a morally sound life. Interpretive doctrines on the order of things around you. You in the voting booth, imagine the president-elect that all the things they said they were gonna do. Stay faithful, never cheated on their wife. Imagine hunger, famine, starvation were words to describe an ugly time for humanity, not set aside because of a joint effort that allows everyone to have an equal amount of food. I'm feeling pressured to relate how some people throw away whole pieces of food because it ain't go well with their taste, while others barely had enough crumbs to eat. The ribs visibly shown, the human flesh was gonna waste. Imagine oil wasn't being drilled for in the Middle East, piercing the earth's surface. Land is sacred, yet they just shot straight through the soil. The Bush cabinet made their agenda on toppling Saddam's regime pretty clear in Operation Iraqi Liberation. The acronym just stands for oil. Ignorance is bliss. Bush is probably in office thinking he's great. Slow response in New Orleans. Hurricane Katrina never hit the city, but man-made levees broke. Wetlands were replaced to build more homes. We have the acts where human beings care for the most. Imagine we never saw images of sadness appear on the TV screens. Imagine we never saw images of sadness appear on the TV screens. Their comedy shows infuse reality drama with their sketches. Imagine AIDS never existed in South Africa and around the world, that we wouldn't have to watch all these safe-sex messages. Imagine the genocide in Darfur never happened. Different tribes talked out their conflicts. The Janjaweed militia dropped down their weapons and said peace is our next action. Help family members of the deceased and went on a trip to cleanse their souls. Imagine a movie that never showed images of promiscuity, violence, drugs, and cuss words and became popular among the kids. Now that would be really out of this world. Imagine all the countries in the globe never existed out of conflict. Ideas just moved to great cities. Words exchange, a thriving center grew quickly. Imagine all countries in the globe. Imagine Galileo and Aristotle's notion on a natural state of matter was somewhere in the middle. middle between rest and constant motion, cause I feel like my life moves just a little. Take a break whenever the load is heavy, so my eyes set on a higher place. Imagine heaven was here on earth, that we wouldn't have to explore outer space. And pollution, feed the hungry, elect the right leaders, stop inhumanity across the world, then earth will be a whole lot better place to be. Imagine Tibetans sang the national anthem in Tibet. Imagine Tibetans sang the national, imagine Tibetans congregating in Lhasa and heard, imagine Tibet was free.